Well, Chris, it's a baseball story about lending a helping hand and leaving a lasting effect.
It's the little things, a generosity that's been remembered for 60 years.
This spring, a pair of friends reunited after their paths diverged from the diamond a long time ago.
Dale Cartier of Rigby played in the minor leagues in the middle of the 1950s.
Got out of high school in '53, and actually he drafted me right out of high school. So I was 18 years old when I got drafted.
In 1955, Cartier found himself with the Kokomo Giants in Indiana. That's where he met a young Puerto Rican named Orlando Cepeda.
At that time, there was not a lot of Latino ball players in the United States at that time. Very few, in fact. The racism part of it was still there in parts of the South, you know.
So Cartier helped Cepeda overcome the language barrier and cultural differences. That developed a friendship among the two players.
6 years ago, Latinos and the blacks weren't accepted as well in that part of the country. And so he'd want to know what restaurants he could eat at. Or a lot of times he would ask me to go in and get him a meal to go. So I'd go in and get him something at the restaurant.
The friendship helped Cepeda launch a Hall of Fame career after he broke into the bigs at the age of 20. Then, 60 years after playing in Kokomo, Cartier got a letter from one of Cepeda's friends.
During the letter, he said that Orlando felt very highly of you when we was playing ball together, and felt that I was a big stepping stone in his career.
So Cartier and Cepeda met up at a Giant spring training game in March. San Francisco holds its spring ball in Scottsdale, Arizona, just 30 minutes from Cartier's winter home.
I was very elated that Orlando remembered me. It's been a high in my life, I guess, at this stage of my life.
Cartier says the two reminisced about that summer in Kokomo, including the steaks a restaurant gave to players after hitting home runs.
I'd hit 21 home runs, and Orlando had hit 21 home runs. So we had 42 steaks built up between us, you know. And so we took the whole ball team out.
Since reuniting in March, Cartier and Cepeda have kept in touch, and they hope to attend another spring training game together in 2016.
Well, Cartier is from the Dearborn, Michigan area, right outside of Detroit. He played for the Idaho Falls Russets in 1956 and gave up baseball after an injury, and he's been in eastern Idaho ever since.
Very cool. It's awesome technology today. They're able to find each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? They did it the old-fashioned way with an old-fashioned letter.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Absolutely. Coming up on